We are told that cancer is a lottery, a mix of bad luck and genetics. While those play a role, modern science is revealing a much more empowering truth. Cancer is a metabolic disease, and the fuel it uses to grow comes directly from what we put on our plates. Imagine your body as a garden. In a healthy garden, the soil is balanced. But if you pour toxic fertilizer onto that soil every day, you shouldn't be surprised when weeds start to take over. Today, we are looking at the specific biological mechanisms of the foods that act as cancer fertilizer, and more importantly, how you can change your internal chemistry to starve those cells before they even start. Let's start with the big one, sugar. To understand why sugar is dangerous, we have to look at the metabolism of a cancer cell. Healthy cells use oxygen to create energy, but cancer cells prefer to ferment sugar. This is known as the Warburg effect. Cancer cells have significantly more insulin receptors than normal cells. They are literally built to hijack the glucose in your bloodstream. When you eat refined sugar, whether it's in a soda, a candy bar, or even hidden in yogurt, your pancreas pumps out insulin. Insulin is a growth hormone. It tells cells to divide and grow. In the presence of high insulin and high glucose, a tiny cluster of abnormal cells that your immune system might have normally handled suddenly gets a massive surge of energy to multiply. It's not just the sweets, it's the high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin and dextrose tucked into everything from pasta sauce to wheat bread. This constant drip of glucose keeps your body in a state of constant growth, which is exactly what a tumor wants. We often overlook liquid sugar. When you eat a piece of fruit, the fiber slows down the absorption of sugar. But when you drink juice or soda, that sugar hits your liver instantly. This triggers the production of visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs. This fat isn't just sitting there. It's metabolically active and produces inflammatory cytokines. Cancer thrives in an inflamed environment. Think of inflammation as the heat that allows cancer cells to migrate. Every time you drink a sugary beverage, you are essentially turning up the thermostat for potential tumor growth. Next, we have to talk about processed meats. The World Health Organization has classified meats like bacon, sausage, and deli ham as Group 1 carcinogens. That is the same category as cigarette smoke. The primary culprits here are nitrates and nitrites used for preservation. When these meats are heated, like when you fry bacon or grill a hot dog, those nitrites combine with proteins to form nitrosamines. These are potent DNA-damaging compounds. If your DNA is damaged and your body's repair mechanism is sluggish, that is the birth of a cancer cell. Then there are highly refined seed oils. For decades, we were told soybean, corn, and cottonseed oils were healthy. But these oils are industrially processed using high heat and chemical solvents. They are incredibly high in omega-6 fatty acids. In a natural human diet, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 should be about 1:1. Today, the average person is eating a ratio of 20:1. This imbalance creates a pro-inflammatory state. When these oils are heated in fryers, they become oxidized and turn into trans fats and lipid peroxides. These unstable molecules damage the mitochondria. Since cancer is often a disease of mitochondrial dysfunction, feeding your body damaged fats is like building a house with rotten wood. We also have to address conventional dairy. Milk is designed by nature to make things grow. It is packed with growth factors like IGF-1. While this is vital for a growing baby, in an adult, high levels of it have been linked to an increased risk of breast and prostate cancers. Most commercial dairy comes from cows that are kept pregnant, meaning the milk is exceptionally high in hormones. If you have a hormone-sensitive cancer or a predisposition to one, flooding your system with these growth signals is like adding fuel to a fire. Refined grains like white bread and white pasta are essentially stealth sugar. They have had the fiber stripped away, leaving pure starch that your body converts to glucose instantly. But there's a second danger: the lack of fiber. Fiber is your body's primary way of moving toxins out of the system. Without fiber, carcinogens sit in your colon for longer periods. Furthermore, fiber feeds your gut microbiome, which produces butyrate, a substance that actually instructs cancer cells to stop dividing. When you eat refined grains, you are starving your good bacteria and feeding the bad cells. Many people switch to diet sodas to avoid sugar, but artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose come with their own risks. Recent studies suggest these chemicals can alter gut bacteria in a way that promotes insulin resistance. Then there are the artificial dyes derived from petroleum. Some of these have been found to contain contaminants that are known carcinogens. If your immune system is busy fighting chemical additives, it isn't patrolling for cancer cells as effectively. So how do you starve cancer? You want to shift your body from a growth state to a repair state. This starts with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, which contain sulforaphane to target cancer stem cells. Garlic and onions contain sulfur compounds that stop cell division. Green tea is loaded with EGCG, which blocks the formation of new blood vessels that tumors need to grow. Berries prevent DNA damage, and finally, you must switch seed oils for healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and the omega-3s found in walnuts and wild-caught fish. These fats stabilize your cell membranes and lower inflammation. Beyond what you eat, when you eat matters. Intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful tools for cancer prevention. When you stop eating for a window of time, your insulin levels drop. Remember, cancer loves insulin. Without it, cancer cells struggle to find fuel. During fasting, your body enters a state called autophagy, a cellular house-cleaning process where your healthy cells eat the old, damaged parts. It's a search-and-destroy mission for precancerous cells. By removing refined sugars, processed meats, inflammatory oils, and chemical additives, you are cutting off the supply lines to potential tumors. You are taking the fertilizer out of the soil. This isn't about being perfect. It's about the choices you make every single day. Every meal is an opportunity to either feed disease or feed health. Your fork is the most powerful tool you have. Start today by swapping the soda for green tea and the processed snacks for whole, vibrant foods. Your cells are listening to every bite you take. Choose to give them the life they deserve.